If you're going to leave, and you should leave, if you have not left these evacuation zones, you should leave now because time is running out. And remember this, once these winds start blowing at that tropical storm rate, it will be virtually impossible for the rescuers to get in to rescue you.
Well, that was the message today from South Carolina's Governor Henry McMaster.
Yeah, and a lot of people took that warning seriously, packed up and left town. A Skyfox drone flew over Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You can see the homes and businesses that are all boarded up tonight in what's become a virtual ghost town.
Well, Fox 5's Doug Evans is live for us at Myrtle Beach tonight. And Doug, what are the conditions looking like?
Well, Sine and Russ, we had the first rain band from Hurricane Florence that moved through the Myrtle Beach area just after 7 o'clock tonight, brought heavy rain to this area. We've got a lull right now. The winds are blowing. We've had the winds all day, blowing now at about 20 miles an hour, gusting sometimes up to 30. Let me show you something. We're going to use a powerful light from the Fox 5 Storm Chaser to light up the waves that are breaking right there out in the ocean just off the coast here in Myrtle Beach. The tide is coming in. We're not seeing the huge rollers that you would expect with a hurricane looming off the coast. That's because the wind is blowing from the land out to sea because we're on the backside of the storm. The winds are wrapping around and hitting us from the backside, moving from the land to the ocean. Flooding's a huge concern, not only just from the rains, but from the storm surge. Let me show you something. We're expecting a storm surge of 4 to 9 feet using this boarded up beach bar right here. 4 feet would bring the floodwaters right here, 9 feet well into the building, not just into this building, but into Ocean Boulevard here in Myrtle Beach, which is about a block away. Yes, we're under a mandatory evacuation, but not everyone has left. Hundreds and hundreds of people are still in Myrtle Beach tonight. You just heard the governor say we can't necessarily get to you during the storm if you have trouble. That's the big fear. If someone needs to call 911 and they're still here, they may have to wait until after the storm subsides for emergency officials to get to them and get them to safety. That's the very latest from Myrtle Beach. I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
All right, Doug, thanks. Up the coast from where you are tonight, parts of North Carolina are seeing strong winds and rough surf already.
Now, Fox News correspondent Leland Vittert is in the heart of it all in Morehead City.
Florence has certainly arrived on North Carolina's coast here, and we've already seen the winds in the 70 miles an hour, and now it's at the point where it's difficult to stand up, painful if you turn your head into it. The wind obviously is a big part of this story. It's what looks cool on television. The rain and the storm surge is what will be potentially deadly in this storm and certainly catastrophic when it comes to damage. This storm is going to sit for hours and hours with conditions just like this. We're at low tide right now. These docks will rise up. Where I am will almost certainly be flooded. These docks become just sort of sailing barges of destruction, and there are dozens of them around here that will then come through this town and so many others. Inland from here, as these barrier islands act as a funnel for the storm surge, there will be catastrophic flooding. So while we are out of power right now in the beginning of Florence, there will be hundreds of thousands without power for perhaps weeks, and there will be thousands of people whose homes will have rivers running through them as Florence roars ashore. In Morehead City, North Carolina, Leland Vittert, Fox News.
Look at this. This was a scene earlier today in Cape Fear near Camp Lejeune. The winds are so strong they ripped apart an American flag. That torn and tattered flag still whipping in the wind tonight.